27 points for you tonight. Talk a little bit about what was working well for you, in your game a little bit.
Just my teammates set me up and finding me. Credit to them. I got out to some easy buckets early, first off turnovers. We had 24 assists tonight, so they were finding me and setting me up, and I was just letting the game come to me tonight. That's all it is to it.
Jayden, you talked a lot about, focusing on you guys' core principles, defending X's and O's. How do you think y'all did tonight with that?
We need some work. We need some work on it. They had a lot of tough shots tonight. Credit to them. They came in here and hooped their hearts out. We just got to get better at contesting shots and boxing out and using our length more. And I think we're ready to go. I mean, second game of the season, got a lot of things to improve on. Haven't played basketball in a long period of time, so it's expected. But we'll get better at it as the season goes on.
Hey, Jayden, we talked the other day about playing at home in this environment and arena and whatnot. I mean, how did it go from that standpoint? I mean, it's you're used to, a guy that feeds off the crowd. What was that like? And it's something y'all just have to kind of get used to, obviously, this year?
Yeah, it's been just kind of feed off the bench and just keep playing our game. It still felt like I was at home. Same court, same nets. Everything was falling for everybody tonight. I think everyone shot pretty good from the field. So it's nice to be at home, but you have to use the bench to create our own energy.
Jayden, you're off to a 2-0 start. I know you got to be happy with that. I know it's those games are now in the past. What do you guys have to do to continue this win streak?
We just got to keep improving, keep getting better. Just keep building on our principles on defense and keep trusting ourselves. The offense will come, but we got to get better on defense. And once we get better on defense, we can be a more well-balanced team. And I think we can keep going far. So that's what we got to keep working on these next few games for confidence.
Jayden, was it good to face zone defense tonight? I mean, it's something you guys don't see a ton of, so is that a good experience?
Yes, Coach talked about it. We don't see zone that often, so it was good to work against our defense. We might go like 10 minutes a day against zone defense, so it was good to see. They probably ran it 8, probably went zone after first 5 minutes of the game, so 35 minutes of zone. So it was good to work on it.
Anything else for Jayden, guys? All right, thanks, Bill. All right, we're getting Noah to – okay, guys, we'll take questions for Noah.
Noah, you got your first experience in college ball tonight, and you look comfortable right off the bat. Talk about how it felt for you out there to hit your first 2 shots.
Felt good, felt amazing. Give credit to my team first and foremost. For them encouraging me, keeping me level-headed. And, it was just a great experience to be out there with them.
Noah, how have you embraced this role? Obviously, coming off the bench and trying to provide the team with a spark. I mean, you did that tonight. Is that kind of how you're going to approach these next few games? It's obviously different from when you were, the star player on your team in high school, that type of thing.
There's no difference. I'm a team player for sure. And when the guys are rolling, I just want to be the big supporter. Any way I can get in, fit in. That's the role I play here, and just, continue to work hard every day. And that's really the motto. I mean, Coach Dooley, he knows what he's doing, so I believe in him. So it was a good outing tonight.
Noah, talk about the transition you make now from high school, where you're like the big man on campus, to now where you're the freshman. How much of a change is it from the high school ball to college ball?
It's been a huge change. I can't lie to you, but overall the transition, the guys making me feel more at home, more welcome. My coaches, they're more encouraging, so they just made the transition so much easier. And that's why you can see the confidence when I come in the game. It looks natural. So it's been real well.
Noah, how odd was it for your home opener in college to be in front of no fans? I mean, I know you guys played at Charlotte in front of no fans, but in a traditional sense, you'd be welcomed by a big crowd. So is that kind of different?
Yeah, it's different. I'm used to, playing in front of a lot of guys, and it was a little weird at first, but then you just think about it as like open gym, playing open gym with the guys, and just against another team. So it's a weird, but it's a good experience at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Anything else for Noah, guys? All right, thanks, Noah. Guys, hang tight, and Coach will be with us momentarily.
Guys. Gabe, fire away.
Coach, just your overall thoughts on tonight's win.
Some really good things. Very, very disappointed though in our defense. I mean, I was, the number of points given up is an adequate number of points, but the percentages were way too high. I mean, we guarded really well with that Charlotte the other day, and we were a little lackadaisical, I think, because sometimes when you score easy, you ease up a little bit on defense, and that was disappointing. We've got to get that solved. We gave up way too many easy points, and we did force some turnovers. 21 forced turnovers is a good number. We can't have people shooting that number, especially in our building.
Joe, you did get 17 more shots off than they did, got out pretty well in transition. This is a group that looks like they're pretty comfortable with one another, and it's getting deeper as you seem to progress here.
We did some. I mean, it's as coaches, we're always negative about everything. The number of turnovers, 9, is a good number. I did think we shared the ball. Sometimes we almost overpassed the ball. I did think that we probably passed up a few good shots, and we had a few bobbles in the first half that were part of those 9 turnovers. We probably could have easily had 5 or 6 turnovers at the most, and that's a good number. So. We only turned it over 10 times at Charlotte. Value the ball, get a chance to shoot it. And I talk to with the guys all the time. If we don't turn it over, we can shoot it. And the ball is moving. 24 assists is a good number, and the percentage from the field and from the three-point line were good numbers.
Joe, you got to work against a lot of zone, obviously, tonight. Didn't see a whole lot against Charlotte. That I guess has to be a positive on some level, right?
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's great to see it. It's great to see a ton of zone. You go from we played 2 different paces. Charlotte's in the 300s and an adjusted pace, and obviously North Carolina Wesleyan plays a lot faster. So the guys have seen different looks like you're going to see all season. And playing against zone, we work on zone every day, but until you play against it a lot, you just got to get a feel. I did think we found some open windows and were able to pass it. I thought like I said earlier, we passed up some good open shots, but we did also get the ball to the rim a few times to Jayden and to Luigi, and for the most part, I was happy with the way we attacked the zone.
Coach, Noah getting his first start tonight as a freshman. How did you feel? How did he play tonight?
He played well. I thought he did some good things. The big thing for Noah is to get comfortable with him, and for him, I thought some of the things he did, he guarded the ball pretty well. I think he's starting to understand and see some of the things that how to empty on screens, how to get through screens, and just to react a little bit. We've got our transition defense, our guards stood and watched too much tonight. So, we'll take those clips from that and try to help those guys and teach them from the tape.
With Tremont, again, today, no turnovers. I mean, it seems like he's just really facilitating and kind of embracing that role. I mean, how impressive are you to him with the first 2 games with that?
I mean, he's been terrific with not turning it over. I think that one of the big things for us is, he has really shot the ball well in the preseason. And he turned down too many. I thought he had 3 or 4. He had one right in front of our bench where I thought he should have shot it, and one at the top of the key on the other end where I thought he should have shot it. But he is looking to get guys involved. I think he has a good feel for what we're looking for, and he's got some more experience. He got a year under his belt.
How good was it to see multiple guys step up, kind of knock down some threes tonight, and see the ball go through the net for their confidence?
And we got off to a bad start, which so it was good to see the ball go through the basket, because I think we started 0 for 5 or 0 for 6, and to end up with 39%, I think that's a number that we can live with. I thought obviously once Noah hit a couple, it seemed to lighten the load a little bit, and I do think JJ will shoot when we get him back, he'll be in the mid-30s, and that'll be another added weapon for us against zones.
Can you talk a little bit about Luigi DeBoe's progress? He seems to be easing his way back in here a little bit.
Well, he's an energy guy. I mean, you see how many plays he makes around the rim. He's running down loose balls. He's out in transition. He does a lot of things. He talks. He didn't guard the ball on the perimeter as well as he had. He let a couple guys get downhill, which he didn't the other day. But I do think he adds a whole other dynamic to our lineup.
Coach, what was JJ's status tonight?
He's got an upset stomach, so we've obviously hopefully we'll have him back at some point tomorrow. We're just waiting day by day, and it's been out a day or two, so hopefully we'll hear something in the morning.
Hey, with this setting, obviously, just without fans and kind of the glass and different stuff, will y'all get used to this at some point, you think? I mean, will it take weeks, or does it every game it gets used to it? You know, what do you think about that?
It'll probably take a little bit. You know, the one thing it doesn't do is, you know, it doesn't change your depth perception. I mean, that's that, you know, so you get into these arenas, and so that sometimes it's a little bit different. You know, Charlotte blacked out some of the upper deck the other day. They had curtains, so it didn't look as empty, to tell you the truth. I don't know that you're going to, but you're not really focused. Once you start playing, you're really not focused on all that other stuff, to tell you the truth. You know, you're not worried with there's crowd or there's no band. I think the big thing is really just focus on playing. I thought our guys' energy on the bench was good, supporting each other, and you know, we'll just keep playing it by ear.
Anything else, guys?
Joe, could you just I'm sorry, Joe, could you give a kind of a look at Radford? Obviously, they've had some great success the last couple of years, a younger team this year, but they're well coached.
Very well coached. You know, they, unfortunately for them, they got hit with the grad transfer bug. Lost a really good player. Their guards are young. They've got 2 double-figure scores. You know, had a chance to win at James Madison the other day. Had a struggle with Norfolk State. I thought they played really well, especially towards probably about the first 30 minutes against Virginia Tech. It was a dogfight against Virginia Tech. So, you know, we've already started to prepare for them. We've got to get our defense lined up because they can push the ball in transition and score.
Coach, Tristan didn't shoot the ball very well tonight, but just talk about everything he brings to the table: 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals.
Well, I mean, he's a threat, you know, even when he's not making shots. The other thing is, I think, like we keep talking about, and you guys know it, is that when a guy can make a shot, it stretches the floor. And people are going to respect and guard him. That's why hopefully when we get JJ back, and if Brandon continues to develop, the floor will get a little bit wider, which will create driving lines. And that's a big thing for us. I thought that, you know, Tristan does, you know, he's got good height. People don't realize how tall he is. He can facilitate for himself. He can facilitate for others. And, you know, he's athletic. He's a big guard. He goes in there, rebounds, which I love, because then we can get out and transition quicker.
Like one more, guys, if any. All right. Thanks, folks.
Have a good night, guys.